but I was also, heavily with my family on the street side.
Okay.
So, but I kept that away from Tech N9ne.
Oh, really? He didn't know?
He didn't know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. So I kept that away from him, and I started getting drawn and pulled into the street more than the music thing.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Okay, so going back to the story, I was doing the music thing and everything with Tech N9ne, but I was also, heavily with my family on the street side.
Okay.
So, but I kept that away from Tech N9ne.
Oh, really? He didn't know?
He didn't know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. So I kept that away from him, and I started getting drawn and pulled into the street more than the music thing. So Tech would call me. He would call me literally every day. Bro, when we get back in the studio, I'm like, bro, I'm taking care of some things right now. I get back to you. But I wouldn't tell him what it was. And he would call me. Then he ran into this guy named Icy Rock.
Okay.
He met him on a plane because he was going to a convention with Soleil.
Okay.
Remember the female rapper Soleil? Mm-hmm. She's from Kansas City. So he was going to a music convention with them, and he ran into the producer, Icy Rock. And Icy Rock is the one that said, hey, man, ain't you the dude to sing You Stutter Steppin' Motherfucker? And Tech said, yeah. He said, man, I want to work with you. So Tech called me. He said, Walt, since we ain't doing music, is it okay if I work with Icy Rock? I said, man, go right ahead. You got my blessing, bro. Because back then, we was real big on loyalty. Mm-hmm, loyalty was real big. So he wasn't just going to go over there and work with him, without us approving it. I said, yeah, go ahead, bro. Oh, you got my blessing, bro.
That's all. I like that.
And he went over there and he started working with Icy Rock. When he started working with Icy Rock, that's how he got the deal with Perspective Records.
Wow. Yeah. And so when you seen him go and he got the deal with Perspective Records and you start to see him go through these phases, you were proud of him, or because you were standing back. You were standing back looking and saying, man,
absolutely.
That's us.
And we stayed in contact. Absolutely.
He would call and tell you the moves that was being made and like, man, look at this happen. That's dope, man. And so when did you know, like, this dude, he gone, bro? Did like the next level?
What you mean?
As far as on that independent grind, the way he did when he decided to come out of the labels and he decided to be the independent him.
Oh, when he got
and
with
he
Travis.
met with Travis.
Yeah, when he got
with Travis.
When he got with Travis and he got with Strange, man, and it's when they did that first album, Angelic, that still had a lot of street element to it because a lot of that production was still done by Don Juan.
Okay.
And Icy Rock had some production on there as well. So he still had a lot of street element on that Angelic. And I seen the response and just how big it was becoming in the media.
Okay.
That people were knowing who Tech N9ne was everywhere.
Wow.
Worldwide. And I'm like, whoa, bro done took off. He's on a whole nother level. Although there were things going on behind the scenes, with a personal business side. But as far as the music and the effect that the music was having, I said, whoa, bro, gone. And then when he came out with the next album, I think it was Absolute Power, might have been the second one. He came out with the second album, then he was on tour. He was gone.
Wow.
He was on tour. We got 365 days of the year. He was on tour 300 days of 365 days.
Wow.
He was gone.
Man, that's dope, man.
And he did that for the next 10, 15 years, 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. He was gone.
Man, that's dope, bro. Like I said, that story, that come up story, like I said, Kansas City, Missouri, man, I've seen some talent come out from up here, like I said, like a Eddie or like my boy Columbus Short or Tech. And it's just crazy how, big, it gets, people see it and they be looking like, damn, I'm like, what's going on? When I seen Eddie Greer, I was like, man, what's going on in Kansas City? I got to get up there. It make you want to go and see.
I was wondering when y'all was going to get up this way.
Oh, because I've been saying it. That was one of my things I always say on the show. If I'm going to do what I say, I say, if I do a live show, first live show ever, it's going to be Kansas City Music because they love Boss Talk. Yeah. Right. I can see it. I can see my analytics. Right. And I'm like, man, Kansas City, Missouri show, Boss Talk 101 love. Along with New York, along with, of course, Texas. Yeah. The ones in Texas, I see why people, a lot of times, these guys from Texas, they'll go to different places and because they, you know, to do interviews, the artists and stuff, because you'll take the place you from for granted, because a lot of those people, they see us all the time.
Yeah,
but we family, you know what I'm saying? So family, you don't expect them to get excited as much about you like everybody else. But Kansas City, Missouri show Boss Talk 101 a lot of love, man. So I want to tell y'all, thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, bro, for even coming over and doing the show. You, man, is like I said, ever since we've been starting this process with N9NE and you making it so easy, big court, you know what I'm saying? Holding court, me and Court been, and you can't never forget about Big Court, because that's my guy, you know what I'm saying, from 43rd, a.k.a. Mr. 308.
He from the trades.
You heard what I said?
They call him the trades.
No, you heard what I said.
308.
Mr. 308 around this whole, you know, Tech 9, 3. You niggas is hell up here. But I interviewed him last night.
What up,
Don Juan was on here last night. I got the core. I got everybody. You know what I'm saying? Big Court.
Big Court. That's big bro. What's up?
Come on, man. And I'm going to continue to come up here.
With the right people.
You know what I mean? Because
Yes,
I'm going to be real with you. I go to L.A. and Vegas twice a year. So I'm going to be coming back through, you know, just trying to keep it to where people understand this the areas that I reach and touch. You know what I mean? So I want to tell y'all, thank y'all again. And, man, if we ever in Tampa, I'm going to be on you. To be honest with you, because you're going to have to show me what's up.
Absolutely.
We're going to figure it out down there too. You know what I'm saying? There's something going on we need to get into together. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all, man.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.